All right. So our first team in set 2 is Marshtomp, Ivysaur, Vigoroth. That's what we got to work with. And yes, our Marshtomp is on a slightly better moveset than our opponent's was. A slightly better moveset than our opponent's was. And by slightly, I mean much better moveset. I understand the appeal of Sludge to an extent, but you got to run Mud Bomb Surf. That's the whole reason you would run this thing. All right, Full Metal Molly. Good luck, friend. What do you got for us? Marshtomp into Vig. Yeah, it's not what we want, but it's also categorically fine, right? We're just going to have to drag this thing down a bit and then maybe set up our Vig with a running start and hope that that looks good. Or they're going to switch on us? Okay. Don't really have a great Dragonair counter, though. We're going to chip, and then we're going to go to our Vig and just try and outpace them. So we have Body Slam on their end. The downside here is that their Vig has a Body Slam. So, like, we're in kind of an awkward spot when it comes to, like, they'll just come back and clean us out. Right? Although I like, sort of like this. This means that they're going to shield. And we'll have shield advantage to play with, but they're going to have a lot of energy here. And they weren't really worried about... It feels like they're not worried about the Marshtomp. It feels like they're not worried about the Marshtomp. So I'm actually going to bring that in and soak up a Body Slam here. And then I'll pivot and hope that this works out for us. This is a little bit of a greedy sequence, but I'm making a read on the team. And we're gonna hope that that read means that the Marshtomp was not going to be an MVP here. All right, well, we're going to have to take one of these. I want to keep the shield. Unfortunately, they got 3 Body Slams, which is just really brutal. All right, that's not great. So, Marshtomp was not going to be an MVP, but it wasn't blanked. I just don't think I could beat this. This is where one of the spots where, like, you just fall behind too much on health, and the shield is irrelevant now. So, all right. I mean, that's a pretty classic team, and it's the team that, like, running a Marshtomp and a... There's no targets for those, really, so... Rough. All right, so that was Vig and 2 dragons. Yeah, pretty standard. We just didn't really have any real positive matchups. Aside from maybe, like, Vig onto their Zweilous, which really was never presented to us as an option. Ivysaur was pretty bad. Marshtomp was pretty bad. It's all good. Let's see if this team does well for us. Dragonair in the lead. Okay. I can go to one of my own dragons after this chip damage. We'll have to shield a Body Slam in return, but it's fine. Why would Ursaring be better than Vigoroth, Adochu? I mean, there's other reasons you could want to use it, but if you're wondering is because you're curious if it's better, the answer is a unequivocal no. Absolutely not. If it were better, we would use it in Great League, and we don't really. We're not going to shield that, and we're going to kind of hope that we can either force them to throw or get a Body Slam of our own here. If we don't, this really... Oh my god, that backfired so fucking bad. Okay. That sucks balls. Okay. That's such a backfire. Like, we have to get that move off the pressure. And if we don't, you know, we're in very poor shape. I'm gonna try and stash a body slam. Oh, okay. I have to imagine they will not shield this, but maybe they will. Maybe we can. Yes. Okay, that shield is crucial to our chances of winning this game. As is them not getting a move there. Okay. Couple things have really panned out for us here at the end. After that first little Dragonair gambit did not. Ursaring bad. Ursaring is absolutely bad. All right, GG's. Whew. I got a little dicey. So that was Dragonair, Vig, and Graveler. Stu, it depends. It's a widening circle, so if the longer you wait, the more you'll get pairs. I've seen pretty big pair ups and pair downs before, but generally speaking, less than 100 points. Generally speaking, less than 100 points. But yeah, Ursaring is not good. Even if it's supposed to be legal here, it's not a good Pokemon in general, and it's extremely bad in a meta dominated by Vigoroth, because it just gets absolutely ruffle stomped by Vigoroth. All right, so that was Dragonair again. It was a Vig and it was a Graveler. All right. Sure. We can run that. I'm okay with that. It's a Pokemon that probably one-shots a lot of the meta. If you can arrange for there to be a closing scenario where you like Shadow Claw farm down and have a shield, but like Haunter does that, but also wins some straight up shield matchups too. So I think you probably just don't run Ursaring. Would be my general thought. All right, what do we got? Dragonair into a Vigoroth. So we're here again. The downside here is I don't have a good Vigoroth matchup. Oh, they want to swap out into their own Dragonair, you say? Okay. This gives us a running start going into the mirror. We are down a little bit of health, which isn't great, but I am up energy, so hopefully we can get like 2 body slams here if the Vig comes back in to try and kill my Vig, which it does. Ursa does learn counter, but it just does not perform the same way Vig does. Vig's benefit has a lot to do with counter plus body slam and less to do with just counter. I don't like this shield because it puts me in a position where they're going to have a little bit of a running start coming out, but I really do need to chip this Vig again, so we're going to. Oh, that would have been a nice charge move to get. Okay. Ursaring evolves again in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So there are some interesting oddities. Okay, we shield Dark Pulse is nice. I really need Rock Blast to KO this thing. If Rock Blast KOs, I think we have a chance of winning this game because I don't think the Vig has enough energy for Body Slam, and I think it will die. Oh. No, 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 no. Yes, yes. I'll take it. I'll take it. I think if they had a Body Slam, I think the Body Slam would have killed us too, but you know what? That's a good old no, 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 yes, yes, yes moment right there. I'll tell you what. Thanks, Graveler. I love you. Meatball coming in clutch. Shadow Choke, let's do it, Lord Sidious. You know what? If you got a rank 1 Shadow Choke, yeah, fucking do it. Fucking do it. I'm into it. Yikes. All right, so that was a Vig lead with a Dragonair safe swap and a Zweilous. So it was Vig double Dragon again. We've seen a lot of these teams. We're seeing a lot of these teams. This team really doesn't want to run into Haunter double ice, which we've run and is looking pretty good. Haunter double ice looking pretty good, actually. I think right now, if I was gonna pick a team to run for a couple sets, I'd run Haunter, potentially Haunter double ice. Ah, the old Vigoroth mirror. Interesting. I don't actually know who... mine is pretty bad, so my guess is that I win CMP. Like, my guess is that I will win CMP on this next one, so... Because, again, my Vigoroth does not have competitive IVs, so to speak. So we're going to play to that outcome. I want to piggyback so bad. I really do, but we're not going to. We're not going to. Oh, bummer. All right, well, we are going to let this go. And by let it go, I mean we're going to... Okay, no, they switched. Fine. Into Dragonair. I think we're going to just Dragonair their Dragonair. They're one Dragon Breath ahead. That's fine. Nice Odd Phoenix. Fine. All right. We'll do it. We'll do it. Are we both Vig double dragon? Show me double dragon. Let's go. They seem to be running their switch clock a little bit here. They are. We're both Vig double dragon. You love to see it. You love to see it. The problem is I don't know I get to two body slams here, which I think we might need to win. We're gonna come up just short on that. Yeah. Unfortunately, the shield didn't end up mattering. All that mattered was momentum in that game and that's like the worst fucking game of PvP I've ever played. Like, objectively. When you like discuss like whether or not that game was interesting, that is the least interesting game of GBL will ever play. I do not want to play that anymore. Haunter, Piloswine, and Celio was the team. I really don't want to play games like that, where like it's a fast move off. And maybe I should have identified that my opponent's plan, or my opponent was on the same team as me, and I could have played differently. I could have played that differently, but gross, and I don't want to. I don't know, Lord Sidious. That's fine, probably. I don't know. I run Shadow Magneton. I don't know if Magneton needs Shadow, but you've got one, I guess. All right, Lewis Gore. Let's see if we can find a third win. Let's see if we can find a third win here. Celio. All right. It's not ideal, but... They've got a Vig. That's fine. We really are just baiting this thing out, right? Like that is the whole plan here. I don't know. I don't think Aurora Beam's the correct move to throw. Body Slam might just be better, but I don't think they're going to shield the first move out of me. So I like to land that. And we'll force them to throw. Yeah, like come out with no energy. And we'll try and beat that. I realize now that there was no chance they were going to throw a body slam into my Haunter anyway. So trying to catch a body slam was not really a strong play on my part. It wasn't really a strong play on my part. You can bait me with a body slam. They did. That sucks. Luckily, we're favored in like basically every CMP scenario here, so trying to keep it even. The problem is okay, that actually is not bad. Okay. I mean, it depends on what their last mon is, but I think I like this for us. Ah, they have a Dusclops. All right, well, Dusclops doesn't hit very hard, but it has 2 shields, and it does have moves that do hit us. So if they're on Fire Punch, we're in trouble. If they're on Ice Punch, that's not great. Shadow Punch does not hit very hard, so. But I also don't know that I can kill it through 2 shields before the pile-up damage just adds up and kills us. So we might just be dead. I think we are. Like, we can try, but I think we're very close to dead here. Trying not to spot them any additional hexes, which I think would make a pretty big difference in the way this plays out. That's gonna be real close. This is gonna be real close because I don't know what Avalanche does to him. Like if Avalanche kills from here, we have a good chance of winning. If it doesn't and they get another move off, I think we might die to Powder Snow. Or we die to this charge move. Yeah, see. That's a bulky boy. That's a bulky boy. GG's. Yeah. Unfortunately, we busted out the double ice team and saw nothing weak to ice. So, on one hand, I think I like that team. On the other hand, you know. Rough. All right. It is what it is.